What is up, guys? Welcome back to my first video back from Worlds. I won the World Championships, if you have not heard, and today we're going to be going over our finals against Nouns Esports, the second place team in the World Championships. And I'm just going to be, this is my live reaction. I've not watched back these games since we won. I'm very excited to see like the setup, what the commentators say, and everything. Yeah, and I'm really excited. I'm going to be doing a lot of Worlds content, so if you guys would enjoy that, just let me know by subscribing, saying it in the comments. And if you want me to review the other games, I'm not planning to, but if a lot of people want me to review the games we had before this, let me know and I'll make some videos on that. Otherwise, I'm not really planning to make videos on that. Alright, let's see the cards. I don't really like my pose that they had for me here, that they chose. They told me to do that pose. Well, I guess everyone has to do that pose, but they also told me to lift up my head, but I probably would have looked cooler if I put my head down a bit. Everyone else looks pretty cool. Alright, nice shot there. Oh, we got them doing a handshake here. Why was that handshake kind of bad? Okay. Curios, looking fresh. Alright. They had me look at my hat here. This is my favorite shot. We're holding up the Zapdos. Alright. Those are actually my favorite shots. They look pretty funny doing that. This shot was... I knew it was a bad idea when they were recording it. Oh, there I am. I knew that shot of us all nodding our heads was a bad idea when they told us to do it, but... I mean, we can't really tell them not to. By the way, the stage was freezing. Like, absolutely freezing. It was, not fun. They gave us, like, hand warmers. And I had to get, like, 4 of them. Because that's, how cold it was. Like, literally it was in negative Fahrenheit. I swear. Alright, this is Nouns Esports. They look very wholesome. They've been together as a team, actually, longer than us. So, we've both been together for a while. Most of my team has been together since around January is when we formed. Like, Nouns Esports has been together since, like, December, maybe. And also, they picked up Bruv for their defender in, I think it was, like, March or April. We made 2 roster changes for May. So, yeah, they've been together longer than us. They're all really good friends. We're all really good friends. So this was the clashing of 2 very similar teams, actually. They got to wear their actual jerseys. Our jerseys for organization got declined. They look pretty sick in the red. We just had to wear the standard jerseys. I'm actually giving away a jersey on Twitter. I did do a giveaway. It's already over now. My Twitter link is in the description, though. I'm going to be doing a lot of giveaways of just merchandise I got from World, so if you're interested in that, you can go check it out. Everyone's still setting up here. By the way, I'm also wearing my Worlds hat, guys. They gave me a World Champion hat. It's very sick. I like it a lot. I actually just did a stream today on my Twitch of like showing off all the stuff that they gave me from Worlds. I'm planning to make a video out of it, gonna edit it down and post that. Hopefully you guys will like it. I actually didn't know they displayed our names like this, to be honest. Now I know. You can see on like, there's so many wires on the setup, and I'm pretty sure I'm the only mobile player out of these 2 teams, by the way. So in Worlds, I was the only mobile player to make it to finals. 9 out of 10 players here are Switch players. That is very interesting. You can see that's my setup for mobile right there. My teammates are all practicing, and you know what I'm doing? I'm warming up my hands, bro. Look, I'm like, my hands are like under my butt, and I'm like warming them up because it's so cold. And they didn't allow us to wear jackets. And like, as a mobile player, it's worse off because like Switch players, they can put their controller like on their lap, so it's fine. But mobile players, like, you have to like put your hands on the table and it's like freezing and there's air conditioning blowing on them. It's not fun. Literally after every game, I would like take the hand warmers, or Dude, I think I set the hand warmers like down like right here, like under my hands. Like so during the game I could get some sort of heat near them. That's how down bad I was. Again, that shot is not fun. This was winners finals versus Renaissance. They were the Asian team to get the farthest. There were two Asian teams and two, I guess you call them Western teams, in the top four. So that's a good balance, really. Nice to see not a single region dominating. 4 different regions made it to top 4, so that is very interesting indeed. I feel like it's probably normal though. This was where this was the game we had our top laner switch to jungle, which is interesting. I think we were the only team to role swap, to be honest, in Worlds. We did a role swap where our jungle and top laner would switch roles. These player cameras are interesting. I think I have an idea of how my player camera is going to look, so that'll be fun. Yeah, look, so the Greedent right there is our jungler, JB1, and he was playing top lane this game. Interesting fact, in the top 4 teams, we had to play 3 matches. So we played against IX, the NA team. I guess it's in top 6. And then, yeah, that was for top 6. And then we faced Renaissance in winners finals. And then, yeah, we faced Nouns. We did not lose a single game in top 6. So, I feel like that's a feat that has never been done by NA in a single esports title before. So it's exciting to set records for NA at least. Alright, so here we are. We're in character selection finally, going into the match. For anyone unfamiliar with how Pokemon Unite works, it's completely blind pick. There were no bans whatsoever outside of the game too. Alright, these player cameras are interesting. My hair, I did not like my haircut for Worlds. That's why you'll see me wear a hat a lot if you like followed along with Worlds. Fortunately, they did not let me wear a hat while we played, but yeah, I did not enjoy my haircut. Interesting fact about these seat positions, they actually heavily affect the game, like which seat you are in, and they wanted our seat positions in real life to match the seat positions in game. But they told us we could have 2 different seat positions and change between them based on the side we were on. But last minute, they told us that our seat positions would not be changing, which was very sus because we made a seat position that would solely focus on like being the best for like both positions, but now our seat position was just bad for both, if that makes sense. Yeah, anyways, hopping in the first game here. We did manage to get the top Adino in bot. Oh no, we did not. Nouns got the top Adino in bot side. As you can see here, we're running 1-1-3. This is a strategy that's been around and competitive for a while, where we have 3 Pokemon bot, 1 Pokemon top, and 1 Pokemon in jungle. Our jungle level 4 ganks, that's where he takes 2 buffs and goes top side, and that is to hinder the top laners who are usually running stacking items like attack weight, where you have to score to get stacks. So they go early, and then after they steal some of the farm or harass the top laners, then they go back to their jungle to take the rest of it. And we were like the only team to run 1-1-3 in this tourney, I'm pretty sure. No other team was playing 1-1-3 consistently, and we played it for most of the tourney. So as you can see here, Hoopa is able to teleport between the lanes very fast. So we teleported 4 people up to top side, got 74 scores in, so we're already hard winning the early game now. And that is why we like 1-1-3. Yes, they got scores in bot, but you can see like we got way more scores, and on the Pokemon that matter for us. Aegislash is kind of weak in the mid game, so you want to get him as fast as possible early game. With the 4 top, they leave me bot. I'm the Blissey on the team, so you didn't see, but I had to 1v3 their bot. 1v2 or 1v3, I forget this game. But that's what Blissey's good at. As you can see, I'm still pretty good on levels. I'm level 5. And Overlord needs to hit level 7, and he's already well on his way to do that. So we're in a very good spot so far. I'm even with their Blissey right now when I was solo lane versus them and died. So very good early game for us. I think a lot of teams didn't realize the strategy we're using is possible. Because our macro was, I think, slightly ahead of teams when it came to 1-1-3. A lot of teams gave up on 1-1-3 and ran 2-1-2. We played it a lot, and we knew it was better based off the strategies we came up with. But these strategies that we're using are not well known at all. These were the only 2 teams to run Trevenant, I think, which is Pokemon we're spectating right now. This skin is really sick, but yeah. A lot of teams didn't realize Trevenant was good either. And it was only us and Nouns Esports that ran Trevenant in Worlds. Very interesting. So you get your Unite move on level 9 on a lot of Pokemon. So as you can see here, it's very important for your jungle to hit level 9, and he did. However, he still died, which was unfortunate. Curious is doing really well on the tree, trying to stall as long as possible. They managed to kill Elo as well, so this is not going well at all. Their Serena is now very fed as well. It's up to Overlord to steal this, and he manages to steal it 1v4, I think? Yeah, 1v4. So that was a really good steal by Overlord. He was definitely the MVP of Worlds overall. It's funny because I remember the morning of this day, we were walking to go to the bathroom, and a security guard was like, "Oh, are you players?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I was walking with Overlord, and I'm like, this guy's going to be Faker by the end of the day. He's going to be the Faker of Unite. And he is. He is now. So being able to steal that Dread is very good for us. Again, if you don't follow along with Pokemon Unite, Dreadnought gives our entire team EXP and health and stuff, so it's very good. Blvkhvnd up topside there. I actually did not know that. He should be able to get it back with those scores. Bruv is the opposing defender, while I'm the defender for my team. And we actually had very, very different builds, which is interesting. I was running Buddy, Score Shield, EXP Share. I believe it's the best build. And, I mean, we won with it, so I can safely say I think it's the best build on Blissey now. And it's very unorthodox for what most people know about the game. I'm planning to make a couple videos on it. Already have been working on my Blissey guide, so stay tuned for that. I'm also going to make a guide specifically for double EXP share. So I'm very excited to finally share with you guys this knowledge, because it's very not known why my build is so good. Bruv, on the other hand, runs Buddy, Focus, Energy Amplifier. So 2 completely different builds. 2 of his items are different from mine, which is, if you look, like, most of the mirror Pokemon usually run around the same items. If there's just like one difference usually. So here we Hoop Unite, they Hoop Unite. This is the first big like team fight of the game. My job here is to try to unite Nick. Unfortunately, he was in the air during Serena Unite, which he doesn't actually get the Blissey buff while he's in the air. But I managed to get my buddy onto him, so he did a lot of work. Still though, because I wasn't able to hit that Blissey Unite on him, he died. Because if you hit your Blissey Unite on someone, they take 50% reduced damage. So you had a good chance of living if I was able to hit that. But their Serena did a good job of putting him in the air. And I probably would have died if I didn't get my Blissey Unite off there. So now Nouns is in a good spot. They're up in points and they're ahead in XP. So we have to look to come back here now. And we managed to get all the top Bs, which is huge. Always look to get the farm on the other team's side of the map. Unfortunately, the Serena was able to get that big B. I think we're just like perma fighting in bot right now. Curious is the only one top, and there's 4 bot because the other team tried to push. Gatlu kind of inted onto the pad, so now he's dead. And this is huge for us because we're able to push bot. I backed early because they got the Rotom. We had to try to defend the Rotom. Unfortunately, they weren't able to get anything bot, but we were still able to get some little scores, I think, and that's a lot of XP for us back. And this is a huge part of the game where the double EXP share helps a lot. I'm going to be going more in depth on how you get more XP with double EXP share because on paper it doesn't seem like you do. But we should be really behind in EXP if we were not running EXP share. However, if you look at our levels, we're actually fine on levels. Overlord is going to hit 14 for Zap. Jungle Book is also 14 on the Cinderace. And I think I have a good chance of hitting level 12. Or Elo, I forget. Maybe not, but the carries are what the EXP matters on the most. So without double EXP share, we probably wouldn't be in a position where we can fight right now because Nouns got the second Dreadnought, and we haven't been able to get much comeback XP. So Nouns hit the Zapdos a bit. Elo decided to unite before the Zapdos gets too low because Nouns is famous for flipping objectives. So we don't want to let them do that. Here my job is to sit right on top of the Cinder because he's the carry of our comp. Unfortunately, I do miss my Bliss Unite. That was the only Bliss Unite I miss in the finals, but that's actually a big deal that I missed that. You really do not want to miss your Bliss Unite on your carry, on the person that does the most damage. However, Nick played really well in Cinder, was able to live, so it was fine. Now we're starting to hit the Zapdos to bring them in. Nick is playing phenomenal on Cinder this fight. He's really been showing like why the pick works. And we were the only team to play Cinder, by the way, in Worlds. All the other teams thought it was pretty bad. I think most of people that play Unite think it's pretty bad. That was a weird blaze kick. That's not just the spectator. That happened in the game. Also a pretty sus secure. Elo managed to get it, but you saw their slow row managed to almost steal it. So a bit scary, but managed to pull through in the end. And now we have like a 300 point lead. This is going to be very hard for Nouns Esports to make it through. Especially because we got Zapdos so late. So there's only 30 seconds left and there's still 2 dead. The push is almost impossible. You can see I just backed here and now we're just permanently stalling them. We don't even have to fight them. You let them score for a bit and then you go stop it like that, you see? And they're just unable to kill us in our speed flux because we have speed boost. And yeah, that's the game. They weren't even able to get a push going because we got the Zapdos so late. Can see we're very happy about winning the game. That's me saying like my bad on the Blisseyite to Nick, I think. Nick is Jungle Book. So that is the first game, and I think I'll probably just skip forward to the next game. Oh, here are the stats. We can look at the stats real quick. So Jungle Book did get MVP. Redmaw got MVP for the opposing team. Let's see if they show the damage. Okay, did they show I don't really care about points though, so it's fine. Alright, so the damage here, you can see the Cinder putting in work. And again, we were the only team to run Cinderace in Worlds. And we didn't lose a single game in the top 6. So, yeah. Stats speak for themselves. Oh, here's the point chart. This is pretty interesting. So Nouns was ahead. And then they didn't score a single point after 6 minutes. Very interesting. Here are the videos again. I think it's all just like the same videos. Oh, here's the highlights from the game. Overlord clutch steal, that's amazing. Off that hard steal by Overlord, you called it, but they caught a receipt for that real quick. That's right. Nouns was fighting so incredibly good throughout this entire match and taking objectives very well. But at the same time, in all these moments, Blvkhvnd is moving. I don't know why that was a highlight. This was the unfortunate first Dreadnought. Sometimes it seems like they won't really ever get addressed. Oh no, it was second Dreadnought, alright. Yeah, I forgot. That was a huge reset, actually. It was a good try by Kyrgios to try to steal that. He was very close. Oh no, my Bliss Unite's gonna be in the in the thing. I forgot to mention, but so with Cinder, it is very important that you cancel these Serena Unites. Jungle Book is running full heal, and you can see he canceled the Serena Unite there. And that is the reason we won the fight so hard. And Jungle Book did a phenomenal job. It is very hard to cancel Serena Unites. He did it like every game in finals. Just very phenomenal job at it. He only missed like one full heal, I think, in the entire tourney. It was like the first game versus Renaissance in Winners Finals. Otherwise, he hit like every full heal perfectly. And this is his build. It's triple damage. So we have a joke where like Cinder is only viable if you run triple damage, full heal, and Blissey. It's the only way it works. But it's his favorite Pokemon. So he found a way to make it work. And I think it's good if you do all those things. But you need 3 different things for it to be a good Pokemon in competitive. But, you know, you find the right build and playstyle, and you make it work. That's what competitive is all about. All right, so we're in the second part of it. We're just running the... I forget why exactly we ran... Oh, yeah, okay. So the first comp was just, like, very safe. It's good into flip comp and whatever Nouns would play. Now, after that, we thought they would run... I think we thought they would run flip again. And, like, we thought they'd run, like, close to the same comp around that. So, Overlord wanted to run E-Speed. Oh, no, okay, I remember why he ran E-Speed. It's because we thought they would switch to a comp they had in the back pocket. It was their pure flip comp. No, okay, so the first... Sorry, guys. The first game they ran was a team fight comp. And Nouns is really known for flipping, but they run a specific comp of Pokemon when they're going to flip. And that's like Sylveon Blastoise. So, E-Speed is very good into that comp, according to Overlord. So he wanted to run E-Speed in case they tried to go full flip. However, they did not go full flip, and E-Speed is not that good into this comp. But it's still not that bad, so it wasn't the worst. But that's why we had the comp switch up. Last game we had AG top and Tree bot. Now this game we have Luca top and AG bot. I don't know why they had that animation right when the Audino was dying, but looks like Nouns did get the first Audino. Something if you watch competitive Unite Esports a lot, something I wish casters would focus on more is like who gets the farm, right? Because that's very important. Like you can see we got the farm there, and it's very easy to tell. You just look at the points that someone's holding. Farm has a certain amount of points, so it's simple math to see who got the farm. And it's actually very important for who's winning the lane. It's not just about killing. Like farm is actually much more important. So yeah, like casters rarely tend to focus on that. And that is one thing like I would give them as a note is like say who gets the farm, because that is very important for who's winning the lane, especially in bot lane. Their Tree got out 1 health, that is very sad. And he comes back and now he's just unkillable. He's just doing so much damage to Overlord. But Overlord hits like every E-Speed and manages to get out. Overlord was just different on the E-Speed for this tournament. Honestly, like I don't even think E-Speed is that good as a move. Like this is Overlord's most played Pokemon by far, E-Speed Lucario, and he is really good at it. Elo had an insane stop that was very clutch. The 20 points was almost about to go through. And if he misclicked that portal, if he didn't aim it right, it would have gone on the zone, which does no damage. He had to do it a bit off the zone. So it's very well played by Elo. They haven't showed bot lane at all, but you can see we're even. I'm 5 and Bruv is 5, which is very good for us because Mime is really good early game, and their jungle also ganked bot early, I think. So they really focus on trying to get this Mime 4. Once he gets level 4, he's very hard to contest, even as Blissey. So it's very good that we're even right now. I'm even level 6 here, but he's level 6 as well. They get some big points in here because I wasn't on pad. Forget what I was doing. Kyrios unfortunately gets caught out because there's 4 bots. I think I managed to steal the top Adino, which is huge. Again, all this farm is so much XP. Literally, the Adinos give more XP than killing someone, depending on their level. But like, if someone's a level under you, most likely the Adino gives you more XP. So like, again, this farm is so important and casters don't tend to focus on it. Fight starts off with us killing the Hoopa. They managed to get a really good reset, which is bad, but Nick gets really low to the Serena. However, this time he manages not to die. Last first red, he did die. So we're looking to finish it. But we were waiting for Overlord to get there because he had Unite move. And I think Overlord like took the reset portal and there was an internal cooldown, so he couldn't take it back. Unfortunately, like Overlord barely didn't make it in time. However, I managed to secure the Dreadnought. Nick almost died, so I Unite him there, which is a really good Unite because I get it back for second Dreadnought, and I managed to save Nick and do a lot of damage to him. And just to note, I went soft boiled last game, which does a lot of healing. This game I went safeguard, which is like a cleanse. It's like full heal, or like it basically just gets rid of stuns. And they have Mime, which is a big stunner, so that's why I go safeguard. We scrimmed against this comp they played because we scrimmed like all the top teams basically, or at least played them once. And I tried to get away with soft boiled, but Mime just has so many stuns that you need to play safeguard against him, is what we realized. They use a lot of Unites here and try to push it in. However, the only one they kill is me. And we managed to get a ton of return kills, so this is really good for us. Because now they are down Unite moves for the second Dreadnought. And we managed to hold on to the zone. They didn't score any points. I'm the only one that died. But again, I'm low level XP, so literally farm gives you more XP. So it doesn't matter that I died. And yeah, it's just a really good exchange for us. I'm score shield in my build, so I managed to score points there. 20 points. And now that brings our lead to like 60 points above Nouns. So we're in a really good spot. We have the EXP lead and point lead going into second Dreadnought. And they are also down Unite moves. So this is like really ideal for what we want in the mid game. Overlord is almost level 12 too, very fed. Nick is farming his jungle, and you can do this because we're playing Hoopa. So he can teleport in when he needs to. As you can see here, again, my goal is to stand right on top of Nick. Safeguard him against the Mime. The Mime is doing a lot of good poke damage. They don't really focus on the part of the fight down there, but here I just Unite move Nick, and then I move up to try to support Overlord. They're ripping it in the back. Nick misses Unite move. He missed his Cinder Unite, which he was trying to secure it with. And then the Dreadnought starts resetting, so it gains health. But Nick manages to get it with an auto. And that's because he has blue buff. And if you don't know what blue buff does, there's 2 buffs in the jungle. And the blue one makes you do more damage with your auto attacks to farm. So that's why he managed to get it with blue buff, because he has that. Cinder autos are actually a great secure when you have this blue buff. Like, you can see the ring under him right now. So that was hilarious. Again, he missed his Unite move, which was supposed to be the secure. And then he got it with an auto. Overlord is just destroying them right now. Really well played by him. I managed to break the zone before the Rotom goes in, which is huge. Because Rotom has 20 points. So it would have just walked in the zone and broke it, which you don't want. You always want to overcap it yourself with points. Because this Rotom walking is a lot of pressure. They have to deal with this instead of farming the map. You can see they have like Audinos and jungle buffs up. But they're stuck farming this Rotom right now instead. My managers get out 1 HP. That's very sad. But it's fine. I've been looking at these player cams, but they're actually pretty nice. I expected them to be worse. I should definitely look at it the next time I'm up because I want to see how I look on it. So as you can see, we're a good 100 points and up. Like, we're so far ahead, and you can see the XP. We have level 14 Nick. Overlord's easily going to hit 14. Curios is just about to hit level 13. And Elo and I are probably going to hit level 12 for Zap. The other team has a level 10 Hoopa, level 12, level 12. So level 10 Mime. So they are very down bad in levels. See, Overlord's about to take 14 right now. So we are huge compared to them in XP. And their best chance here is probably to flip. However, their comp is purely for fighting. So I think they don't even try to flip. They just try to get a good fight going. The camera didn't really show it, but Nick got a lot of good poke, or Jungle Book. Sorry if you get confused, but yeah, Nick is Jungle Book. They get bottom side control, which is fine. We let the score through because we're still winning after that, and we prioritize a good fight. I hit my Bliss Unite on Nick this time. However, he still dies, which is unfortunate. He did manage to... I'm not sure if he managed to cancel Serena. Maybe he should unite someone else, because considering how close this was, it definitely was on someone else. So they managed to use Fluffy Tail, but Curios manages to secure the Zap. So again, another close Zapdos call. Nouns almost got it, but it was 3-2, so we are favored there in terms of points. I managed to get my score in, and now I'm just going to try to back up. Well, I do think I fight the Mime a bit here. No, he just goes for bees. Okay, I think I try to steal some of the bees, but then I back up. Nick almost killed their Hoopa. However, their Hoopa barely got out with 1 health through the portal, and you can just take it right back, and he's full health. That's why Hoopa was so good, because the portal can heal you from 1 health to full health in like a second. So now they're trying to push, and I'm just like, even if they score top, if they're all 5 there, then I can just push. If it's only 4, then my team will be able to hold. So the score is very good. It literally seals the deal for them. Now, even if they score with 2 top, say they score like 40 and 50, which would be 80 and 100, they're still not able to win. And that's the biggest worry for us when defending outer tier zones, is they score twice. So after my score, it's pretty much game set for them. But they weren't even able to push 4v5 anyways. So now you can see we're very excited. Because now we're 2-0, we only need 1 more game, and we're very tired, so we want a 3-0. Like, we really wanted a 3-0 because we're so tired. Alright, a nice zoom in on me. Zoom in on Gatlu and guys. Are they going to show the stats for this? Alright, they are. So, I got MVP this game, and Redma got MVP again for Nouns. You can see I got MVP when I only have 1 kill and 9 assists. So that means I scored a lot of points. And unfortunately, Blissey stats do not look very good when you're running Safeguard. You can see it looks like I did nothing because it doesn't count like shields, and Safeguard is a shield. So like, for example, if I was running Soft Boiled, I'd have like close to like 100k in healing for Soft Boiled. When I'm running Safeguard, it doesn't show up. You can just see it. We hard stomped them the whole game. It wasn't even close. The closest was at 6 minutes. But that's it. We were just hard winning the whole game. Our comp is very good into our comp with Cinderace. I don't think the other team, Nouns, was very surprised by Cinderace. They told me after they did not expect us to play Cinderace into them. So they were very caught by surprise. That was a very good stop by Elo once again. Alright, we're going to skip through the highlights because I feel like this game wasn't that important. They kind of missed a lot of the important parts too. Like in Zapdos, they were watching Blvkhvnd score instead of the start of the fight. Alright, so we can skip forward to, again, the cringe nodding. I hate that shot. This shot is good. This shot is good. Alright, it shows my build here. And I've always run X speed on like every game. I give a little thumbs up to the camera there. Alright. You can see like how tired we all are. Like I have massive eye bags under my eyes. I've been getting like 5 hours of sleep the past few days. Alright.
Nouns Esports needs to win 3 in a row to come back, and if any team can do it, it's Nouns.
So, we either go back to tree or we run it back on the same comp. Okay, so this comp that Nouns is running is the comp we would have liked to run Lucario into instead of tree. So Sylveon actually counters tree. So this comp Nouns is running was actually like their best comp into our comp. Because like we were banking on them not running Sylveon since they didn't do it last game. But they managed to run Sylveon into tree, which is not ideal. Sylveon like hard counters tree. So you want to avoid that matchup. So like this is the comp that we wanted to run Lucario into. Unfortunately, they're running it and we didn't manage to predict it. So this is their best chance of winning a game so far, because their comp is like their best comp into our comp that they prepared at least. Oh, they had the player cams on the back of that. I didn't realize. You can see me, like I'm in the second spot. That is how I'm gonna look during the game. I think I haven't been looking at the camera, but it's because like I'm leaning down on like my mobile. All right, so. Yeah, this is like even comps, I'd say. Maybe we have a slightly better comp, but like this is their best comp that they prepared into us. So this is probably the scariest game so far. However, if I remember correctly, I think they were like mental boomed, and we were stomping them pretty hard most of the game. Unfortunately, Overlord lost lane like the early rotation to Serena. But it's not the end of the world. Serena managed to get a lot of farm though. So you can see Junglebook is letting this crab sit because he doesn't hit 5 if he takes it early. Farm as it goes through the game gives you more XP. So after it hit 9 minutes, that's when he can take the crab and it'll give him more XP. Here, since Overlord lost the early rotation, we decided to go 4 bottom. So you can see here I'm 1v3 and I teleported up and my whole team went bottom. You can see they're able to get scores in. And again, because we do this rotation, which other teams can't do because they're not doing 1-1-3. Or actually I think Nouns did 1-1-3 this game, but no one managed to realize like this whole rotation. So Nouns is ahead in points. Unfortunately, like there was a bit of inting after we did it, but we were winning for a bit of that. Now, however, we are losing, but Elo jungle invades and gets a buff, so that's good. We're not too bad on XP. We're doing pretty well in that department. I think we're actually ahead of Nouns, I think, slightly in XP. So it's not the worst. Nick has a really good gank down here. Unfortunately, the Sylveon barely lived, but we get his Focus Band. And so if you don't know what Focus Band does, once you get to 20% XP, Overlord unfortunately dies up there. Once you get to 20% HP, it heals you a ton of HP. Like almost back to like 75%, I think. But it has a 1.5-minute cooldown, so us getting that is huge because now Sylveon does not have that for the Dreadnought, which is a very important objective. So this is a non-ideal situation because Overlord doesn't have 7 for Dreadnought, and again, he's very weak mid-game. So from level 5 to 7, Aegislash is very weak. So because we weren't able to steamroll through early mid, now he's going to really struggle to hit Aegislash. And we decide to just fully sack this Dread. You can see Nick is not even coming down, and he's our strongest player. We try to steal, and Elo manages to steal with Portal, which is insane. So that really helped us a lot in the game, because if Elo didn't steal that Dreadnought, we were going to really suffer. But now we are suddenly winning the game because we managed to like 2v5 steal it, me and Elo. So now Nick is level 10 from taking their jungle, and he can just come down and unite. However, like, they won early so hard, we are still struggling to push. We managed to get a really good kill on Redma, their Serena, and now we're just going to get out. Overlord are going to stay bot because there's so many bot, but the rest are going topside, you can see. Our goal at this point in the game is usually to rip the Rotom as fast as possible. So you can see Nick's just going to start on the Rotom. And Kyrios is needs a ton of levels because of, again, Sylveon like counters Tree, so he's pretty down bad in like the start. This was an insane thing. Let me show you guys again. So Elo stole the Rotom with Portal, and then Nick full heals the Serena Unite. It's very hard to see, but Nick full healed the Serena when the Serena tried to unite him. And if Serena gets Unite off, Nick is dead. The Hoopa's probably dead. But now we actually have a chance to push this Rotom purely because of that cancel. So really well played by Nick. Here, so you want to always go for an overcap. So Nick let Elo score first. So we got the zone down to 8. And now we can score with 40. So like if Nick scored first, for example, we only get 40 points. But we got an extra 32 points because we were able to overcap it. Overlord and I have been doing pretty good bot. Overlord's almost 11. I'm level 9. So considering the early game, we're now in a very good spot for the second dread. And it's at this point where we start to outscale the enemy team comp, where they're probably better early game. Now, like, our team is a lot better late game, and we've managed to get into late game and be higher XP than them. And we're higher in points. So we're in a really good spot right now. So Redma, Serena unites me here. So because he Serena unites me, I can't do anything while I'm in the air and I'm unable to get Blissey ult off. So really well played fight by them. I forget how the second Dreadnought goes, honestly. I feel like one of my teammates steals it, but I could be wrong. No, they managed to get it. But I still have Blissey Unite, so I Blissey Unite Overlord. I still die, but Blissey buff makes your teammate do like 50% more damage as well. So as long as I hit my Blissey Unite on Overlord, I'm doing my job. And he manages to get a couple of kills because of that. So now Overlord is better on XP because he's pretty down bad. Again, our game plan here is just to rip the Rotom as fast as possible. And probably like try to push bot maybe. I forget if we do that. And there's a lot of reasons that you want to rip Rotom right away. The whole team was kind of on board with that idea, except for Jungle Book, who didn't really want to, but he was like, if you guys all think it's better, then you can do that. Because there are like ways you can stall the Rotom for a better time. But if you guys want to know more about that, I can go into a more in-depth video. The new map is coming out soon, but Regieleki is basically a better Rotom, so it'll be similar. So here we're just kind of biding our time, playing for these bees right here. Not really much to do on the map except for go for these bees. Knowing their timers is very important. Just trying to get some levels, but again, this was Nouns' best comp into us. We might be winning in points, but they are like pretty ahead in XP. You can see Redma is already level 14, so Nick is only level 13 right now. I think he is able to hit 14 for Zap. But yeah, you can see like Nouns just has a pretty big EXP lead, which is scary going into the Zap fight. However, like I said, our team comp does outscale, so we are confident in taking a fight. What we have to be more scared of is getting flipped on. Because they can flip the Zap pretty easily with this comp. So fight starts, Elo unites. Is a really good Blastoise unite, but again, you can see, I Bliss united Nick. Nick full healed the Serena. Now we just win the fight because the Serena did not get unite off. It's very important for the Serena to get unite off, and again, Nick canceled it. And that is just the fight over because he managed to cancel Serena Unite. So Nick played really well in these finals. Really proud of like what he was able to show the world that like Cinder is good because it's his favorite Pokemon. And a lot of people thought Cinder was really bad before Worlds. So you can see like we're celebrating here on the cameras. You can see, but like we're waiting for our big celebration for like we already know the game's over at this point. Like we won because like look at the points. But you can like we're waiting to celebrate until the end of the game, just because it's less awkward. Because like imagine we celebrate right now, right? Like it's like what are we gonna do for the next 2 minutes? Like, and like I think it was better for production that we celebrated like after, right? So you can see like we went over this the first game. It's just like Elo and I infinitely stalling. Like there's 3 people dead. We just have to stop 2 people. Again, we don't even have to fight them. Like they just can't score because of our poke. And we're just like, you can see our faces. We're just waiting for the end. And this is really sick. You can sort of hear it. The crowd started chanting the countdown. It's like the whole crowd was saying like 3, 2.
Blvkhvnd is your world champion of Pokemon Unite, undefeated North America. Blvkhvnd, look at them, the best team in the world. EU has burned to the ground here in London. North America stepping into the territory, taking it down in convincing fashion, not dropping a single set from winners to bell, top to bottom. They're going home with a big trophy, and I hope you got the right size suitcase because you got some hardware to carry with you. You don't do it better than that. You don't do it more.
Curious is our team captain, man. My teammates are so wholesome. I love them.
No one can take them down, not even giving up a single game to one of the best teams in the world. Nouns Esports, amazing performance. But Blvkhvnd, what a
Look at this leader going to shake hands with them. Such sportsmanship, man. Definitely one of the most epic moments of my life, if not the most epic so far. Can see here I put my hat back on. Look at Curious, man. I love this, man.
For them, Blvkhvnd, the #1. I mean, it's undeniable. We were talking about Blvkhvnd. They were in the top 4 of every.
They're chanting something again here, but I forgot what. Look at that.
We kept talking about them as the most consistent team, but could they win? They stepped onto that regional.
So much dopamine here.
Beat the brakes off of everybody. They stepped on the world stage, beat the brakes off of everybody, and now they're going home champions.
I forget what we were talking about, honestly. We had no clue what was going to happen after this. All we were told was, like, there would be an award ceremony at some point after our games, and, like, we had to wear, like, they gave us black masks we all had to wear, so we'd be, like, uniform. Alright, some highlights. See if there's any highlights of me. Curious highlights are the best. Curious is just too good at celebrating, man. Let's do the run by. Look at this. This is while the crowd's chanting down. 3, 2, 1. Honestly, that's the most epic celebration I've seen in my life. So wholesome. Overlord got MVP the last game, only right. 8 kills, 2 assists. Look at all these trophies, man. I met both of these casters at Worlds. They're very nice.
with their trophies.
It was a lot of fun meeting them. I like them both a lot.
I mean, casting this season of Pokemon Unite has been an absolute pleasure. We have seen so many amazing teams from all over the world. I think it's a nice little treat that, of course, the team from our homeland was able to pull this out. North America, that is also very fun. But every single team that came here in this tournament is just...
Alright, so now they're focusing on the casters, and you can see we're not in the background. So, we won $100,000. But, like, they're just stalling right now while we're going to, like, the award ceremony. Or, like, setting up for it. So, IX did end up getting 5th. Oh, no, they were tied for 5th. Alright. It's the top 6. In last place was Revenant Rip. Why do they get half the money as the other teams? That's a rip. Dang. Alright, we're gonna skip forward to the award ceremony now. Alright, here it is.
Hello everybody, welcome. Please give another round of applause as we welcome back to the stage the president and CEO of the Pokemon Company, Tsunekazu Ishihara.
Let me turn up the fan a bit for this. President of the Pokemon Company. This man is famous. Pokemon is such a huge brand. I wish they let him I wish they let us like shake his hand or something, but.
Let's give a round of applause to the Pokemon Unite competitors that made it to London for the 2022.
It was cool seeing him.
All of them. Let's give them a round of applause.
Like he just stood there. Like I wish we got to like greet him or something. That would have been nice.
It has been an amazing first year for Pokemon Unite. These trainers have been practicing all season for this moment to be the first ever Pokemon Unite World Champions. Together,
I'm gonna be honest. Like I was talking with my teammates this whole time. Like we were just like whispering to each other. So I did not hear what she was saying. It was kind of hard to make out what she was saying from the stage too.
First, our finalists from Europe, Nouns Esports.
Alright, so they go for it through Nouns first.
First,
Oh wait, I was turning up my volume on accident. Okay. So
calling Adesu.
I'm gonna skip to when we get the trophies.
Congratulations, Nouns Esports.
Alright, now it's us.
And now, our champions from North America, Blvkhvnd.
Look at Nick, he's so hyped.
Let's hear it for Curios.
My whole team was clapping and I wasn't. Oops. I didn't realize they were all clapping. Alright, Elo's not clapping at least. Look at this man.
Slash.
I was definitely the most awkward one getting my trophy. Look at how awkward am I, bro. It wasn't that bad, but he was supposed to go back around the front, but he went behind the back. Not that the admins can get mad at him though, because he's like world champ.
And Elo.
Overlord did the same.
Congratulations to all of our 2022 Pokemon Unite World Championship finalists. Let's give them a hand.
I'm gonna be honest, like all of us, like we were on stage for an hour and a half. Like the only thought going through all of our minds is like, I have to pee. I'm not even kidding. Like we talk about, we're like, dude, I have to pee so bad right now.
Happening here in London with TCG and VG finals happening tomorrow. Thank you again to all the Pokemon Unite trainers, and let's end with giving our finalists one more big round of applause.
The like little fireworks were cool, but like I was scared they were gonna like land on me or something. Like look how close we are to the edge, bro. I was scared. They zoomed in on me and Nick talking. What? I didn't realize. What?
Blvkhvnd looked
That's funny.
great. They accepted their trophies with grace. Nouns Esports as well. And I am jealous across the board, but it is hard earned, and they get that hardware to take home. I'm just so proud of both these teams. Proud to be part of this community. And these are two teams that you and I were fortunate to watch all year long, and to see them.
You can see us walking off stage now after.
Just takes my breath away.
It has been absolutely incredible.
You can see Nouns in the background.
You, Jeff, Zoinks, this
Oh wait, no, but we didn't walk off yet. Okay, only Nouns walked off, and then Overlord had an interview.
I just want to say a big thank you, of course, to everyone watching. Is
Informed is it's black. Right now, let's drop it down.
One more time, let's hear it
Okay.
for the champions.
The interview is pretty funny. You guys can watch that yourselves, though. I think I'm gonna end the video here. It's pretty long. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you want to see more Worlds content, I'm planning to pump out a ton of it. So just like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you in the next one.